Hello, my name is Sarah Renee Stepney, and today's topic is going to be the stories that we tell ourselves. These stories are important because they, in essence, define who we are. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and hop into the video. So, the stories that we tell ourselves. Now, the stories we tell ourselves can be good or bad. If you're telling yourself that you are the most amazing person, that you love yourself, and that everything you do with a pure heart and you do with good intentions, that is going to be the lifestyle that you live. Because for one, that's just a form of affirmations. You're telling yourself this story that you're a good person, that you love helping others, that you like going grocery shopping, that you love cleaning up, things like that. So that's just one end of the spectrum. But if you're telling yourself that, you're not a good person, or that you're bad at something, that you're bad at math, or that you hate your job, or things like that, then your life is going to show you that, because that is the story that you are telling yourselves. And these stories that we tell ourselves make up the fabric of our reality. It makes up how we perceive the world. That's why changing your mindset is literally changing your life. If you change the way that you think, you are changing the way that you see the world. If you change the way you think, it'll also change your perception. Because if you're having a bad day and you let one small event dictate the rest of your day, you're going to be looking for the negative in that day. You're going to be looking for more things that are troubling you. Say if you're like having a bad day and you're like, can this day get any worse? Now, you might not actually mean it, but the way the universe works is that it doesn't know the difference. You're asking a question and you will receive the answer. And so unconsciously, you will be looking for more things to that will be attracted to you, because that is the law of attraction. Your vibration attracts more things that are in alignment and resonate at that same frequency. So that's why it is so important to tell yourself, a good story. And this way you can change your life. You can change the way that you live. You can become whoever you want to be. I actually have a personal story of how I did this myself. I've reinvented myself multiple times, like a literal multitude of times. I have people who I used to go to school with in like high school, and I had many phases. I had like literally so many phases. And during those times, I embodied those thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And so therefore, they were in alignment with me. I was changing my vibration to match the thoughts and feelings and emotions that a person in that state and that mindset would vibrate at. So therefore, I was syncing up to that vibration so that I could resonate there as well, and so that I could start to live a life from that perspective. So that's just one way. That's one way that you can do it as well, because we are capable of absolutely anything. Everything exists here in the now, in the present moment, and so we are able to tap into all these different energies. And as long as we are looking for opportunity and such, we will be able to find opportunity. And this just goes into where you place your awareness, where you place your focus, where you place your attention. And by doing that, you're able to tap into these frequencies that you want to resonate at. So let's give you an example. Let's say you want to be a pop star or something. Just that was the first thing that came to me. But let's say that you want to be a singer of any kind. Actually, let's change it to more like an indie, because I'm feeling that more. But the first thing that you will need to do is make sure that you have the talent. So that becomes practice. You don't necessarily have to already have that talent. The amazing thing is that you can pick it up. We can learn things at the drop of a dime, but also it does take time. But as long as we instill that thought in our mind that we are going to do this and we are going to get better, and this is something that we want to anchor into our reality, we will be able to do it. And that's where the story comes into play. So that would be your first step, is to learn the talent and to master it. The next step would be following like-minded individuals and surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals and people who are in that scene themselves. So people who resonate with you, and also people who are where you want to be. So the more you do that, the more you are able to resonate with those beings and resonate at that frequency. And once you get there, you will have more opportunity. You can raise your vibration and meet people who are on a higher scale, a higher vibration, and who are actually in the desired spot that you want to be in. So that's like the second step. The third step would be to look for more opportunity, and then maybe you'll get like a gig somewhere that is in a good, like a desired place, somewhere that you want to live. And another thing to note is to note the area. If you're trying to move specifically, like if you have the desire to move and to change your location, the best thing to do is to go to that place and to visit there and to feel into it and to feel as if it has already happened, as if you are already living there, to go to the shopping centers there, to look at houses. I've done this personally. I've done this probably like 4 to 5 times now, and I plan on doing it even more frequently. And by doing this, you are putting yourself in the vibration of the location. You're setting yourself up for like normal everyday tasks that you would be doing anyways, and so therefore it's easier to vibrate at that level because you're already feeling into it. It's something that you've already done and practiced a few times. So that way it'd be much easier for you to actually be able to manifest living in that location. But that's just one example. But back to the stories that we tell ourselves. We are absolutely capable of anything. So that's why mindset is so important. And that's why affirmation works. Affirmations work because it is the story that we tell ourselves. If you tell yourself that you are poor, that you hate your job, that nobody wants to buy your art, nobody wants to support your business, that your items are priced too high, that you can't get out of debt, that you'll never find love, you'll never find a partner, that you can't lose weight, that it's too hard. All of these things that you are repeating to yourself is literally programming your body and your mind. Your heart and soul knows on a different level that is not true, but consciously, it's not able to do anything because you are repeatedly telling yourself these affirmations. And so you have to, if you really want to change your life, you have to change your story. It is completely 110% okay to reinvent yourself, and it is absolutely mandatory if you want to live a new life. You cannot be poor, have a poor mindset, and live in like a $10,000 house or whatever. That's not that expensive, but but seriously, you cannot have like that poor mindset and be in that future version of yourself. You have to start here and now, and you have to start making the smaller decisions. You have to start making the smaller steps. And by doing that, by changing your thoughts, by telling yourself, tell yourself through suggestibility. If it's hard for you to be like, if you can't actually believe the affirmations that you are telling yourself, which is I'm rich, I am rich, I am able I am capable of having a nice home. If you're not able to actually believe those thoughts that you're telling yourself, try something else. Try saying, what would it be like? So that's where suggestibility comes in, because sometimes it can be hard, and I've done this myself. So say, what would it be like to have more money? What would I spend my money on? If I had that money, what would I spend my money on? Where would my money be going? How would I spend it? Where, if I could move, where would I live? Because if you're just like, oh, I hate my environment, I hate my living space, I want to move, but you don't actually have anywhere that you want to go, you don't have a plan, the universe doesn't know what to do with that. It's like, okay, well, what are you going to do about it? Like, I need you to work with me here. Like, where do you want to go? So start there. Where would you want to live? What would you want the area to be like? And it is important in these moments to not limit yourself, because let's keep it real, you're not gonna move the next day. So the most important thing in this time is to be like as specific as possible. If you want to live by the beach, say I want a house on the beach, or one like 10 miles away or whatever. And what would the area look like? What would your neighbors be like? Would you even have like a bunch of neighbors? Do you want a backyard? Do you want to live in like the forest? Do you want to live in a whole new state? Be specific and do not limit yourself. And I promise you, I literally did this myself, and like I manifested my home. I promise you this works. I wouldn't lie to you guys. But start suggesting things to your subconscious, and that way it'll start to reprogram your thoughts, and you'll be able to achieve your goals, and achieve becoming a new reinvented version of yourself so much faster. Like, I promise you. So yeah, just remember that at any time, literally any time, you are able to reinvent yourself, and it is not bad. I know some people kind of are like, oh, well, you used to be this way, what happened, like you what's going on or whatever, and those are the ones you don't want to surround yourself with. Just make sure that you are doing what you love, you're following your heart, and that whatever you want to do, it's up to you. You are able to at any given time. Just make sure to follow the steps I gave you guys, the tips I gave you. And yeah, I could keep going on, but I think you guys get the gist of it. I love you. I hope this helps you. And I'm currently working on a art website that will also have my YouTube and all that stuff linked. Yeah, so make sure to support it. It's coming out soon in the next few days. I hope you love this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And I'll leave my social media links below. I love you guys so, so, so much. Mwah!